Turning out the lights last night was a weapon trick. Because yesterday, I expected one of the first things they would do is turn off the lights. The ones that want to keep you kids in the dark will always start with turning off the lights. Somebody, these are security guys, were stuffing a piece of paper in the hasp of that door, so that it could be opened from outside. I happened to be coming through the tunnel just as they were doing it. This was after we'd gone all of the trouble of barricading. I'm saying that this adds up to my simple-minded head that there's some jokers in this thing trying to put a saddle on this movement, because the establishment is trying to co-opt the peace movement for the simple reason that they have no other course of action open to them. And the way you put a saddle on a nation or a movement or on anything is to create conflict and division. And once the division is there, you stand at the balance and you play seesaw games, you dig? Divide and conquer. Now, all of this stuff of taking George out of here last night and not telling some people and telling others created two groups, those in the know and those who were out of the secret, thus dividing the whole group. Now, I say that's what happened here last night. And furthermore, what happened here today was a continuation of that. They got a security guy, probably the cat that turned out the lights, and another cat over there. He spoke for a full hour. Every time I open my yap, 15 people say, shh. I don't care, man. I don't really like to rap that much. I only rap when I think it's necessary. But I noticed that this meeting was organized, and it was organized to waste your time.
You're saying these are all the men?
I say that there's some hanky-panky going on with this security baloney. That, in other words, you don't need a security force unless there's some kind of threat. So they've got a vested interest in creating the threat, even if it's only a shadow in your brain, with phony phone calls, turning out the lights, and playing other spooky woo-woo in the woods, you dig? Halloween.
George came in starting this thing, starting this sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
Figuring that he's going to leave Saturday no matter what, because he doesn't...
Well, he didn't say that in public.
No,
he said that he wouldn't leave here. We've only had a report of his saying
nothing that you've been saying.
We've only had a report of his saying that. He said that he wouldn't leave this building unless he was carried out.
Yeah,
now, we've only heard from security that he's safe. Now, if George kept on with the way he's going, they're going to have a doctor tell George he's a little bit too excited, give him a sedative, and after the sedative's up, boom, little man in a white coat, we're taking him away for his safety. That cat could be in the hands of the police right this minute, and not a person in here would know it. And the guys that are running this scam are trying to figure out how they're going to tell the kids here what's happened. I don't know. Neither do you, 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 neither do you. You don't know, nobody knows. And unless you have accurate knowledge, you don't know enough to proceed to the next step. So all they have to do is to stop you, is to prevent you from knowing.
Maybe it's dangerous for everybody to know.
Maybe it's dangerous for everybody to know. That argument has been used since the dawn of time.
But
maybe it's dangerous to know.
Listen, I can take
it's much more dangerous not knowing, man.
Advance it as a possibility, but don't say that's what it is.
All our efforts to get the facts have been systematically stymied by time-wasting tactics.
It's systematically stymied. Very possibly, this is true.
Well, look, last night we got a phony phone call saying 8 marshals are coming up. Then some... Well, fine. On the basis of this rumor, they go up and they announce it on the PA system to freak everybody out, because everybody was having a good time and getting their thing together. There was a lot of rapping going on, there was music, and the ambiance in this place last night was primo, baby. Things were really beginning to pick up last night. I got a feel for this sort of stuff, and I know that things were moving, and that's why they did it. Because they're afraid of a leaderless movement. Because when there's a leaderless movement, man, they can't co-opt the leaders. Their game up to now has been to run some cat up the flagpole, see who salutes, and then make a hero out of him, get a hold on him, and run the whole movement from the top of the pyramid.
So what should we have done? I mean...
Do just what we're doing now. Get to the bottom of the matter.